Today happens to be the last day for the series we started last 3 weeks, Aphorism on Man. On the first day, we spoke about the aphorism which says, "Say not you know another entirely until you have shared an inheritance with them." Secondly, say not you know another entirely until you have traveled with them. Just last week we treated, say not you know another entirely until you have seen them angry. Today's version is very interesting. It is also practical. I am your host, K-Set. Today we are going to treat the last aphorism, and it says, say not you know another entirely until you have stayed with them. Say not you know another entirely until you have stayed or lived with them. And kada say unimobi until and as a kopim say when in pakon betena fie bakom e betena for some years, some weeks, some days. You know, most of us, because of yani obinument na yentinye, you don't know the real being. But you get to know the real being when you begin to stay with them. Because home is where we lose our guard. You know, when we are outside home, we are on guard. But the moment we enter the house, we take off our shoes, then we lose our guard. That is when you see the real being. Let me start with our sisters. This is a very frank discussion. Let me start with our sisters. You know, ladies, until you stay in the same house with a lady, on ye in a week, Emma won't da. Who's in an interim, and I said the chief, and then the tea be a cry. It's here because office they be a not week we neat, but we do 2 weeks neto her. I have you measure. Secondly, a lady without makeups will be an makeups or that. Or call bunting, or call parties, or call meetings, or call business folder, and all your makeups. You always know okita makeup face. But all fear, not all better, not opinion near me, no, I didn't feel on your makeups. That is when you get to know the real face. I don't know who the name Angasa. In Tony Nensnaya, oh, the ocean I want in no way dodge. Let's move. Only your band now fear that. That's only the hip part and to what? Not all of them, but some. And I want to be on who shape neat. Come on, now for now attractive. But only need to know fear on share hip part and that. O could be on an feel or kitchen on share hip part. The natural body na dey ho. Na wo hwe the natural body dey fie. Na wo dey compare the ocean na wanten na wo the difference kese pa wo. Difference ka kraka bi aba bedem. Oba ho fie on share high hill enda. On share high hill nante. Into be ho the real hot height. Yanko brazier. Asemo. So when you band na fie or fear or mobra or an amosa, I mean, can you breathe? I mean, can you bra? Or namosa, that is when you get to know the thing very well. I may sound very naughty, but this is true. Or when the breast and also on promo, the breasts are not very nice. No say Gina, so come at say orange. But Oba Fianas will yibra and free wa. Was sunning well. Was sunning well. Who's a spring rose? Yeah, what the style you say? Who's sunny moa as a kete? As a slippers. Into one very year only to name Fianas or Ginny Brazen, only this tea bread. And that is where you get to know the person's real being. And most of the time, when we are a more town, a more baby, or a different being. Now, so fear. You see a different person. So never say you know another entirely until you have lived with them. This is my sisters or the ladies. Let's come quick to the men. You may be working with somebody at the office, at the bank. They be no I say suit, I say tie, or what tie, what dressing neat, no more fair. Or fear on say suit and that. Or fear on what I want say inner white. There are some people. There's something called artificial dentures. Yes, Some people even wear or they put on artificial dentures when they are outside. I know some say very come on neat. Or do fear no way in the tie to her, no way in the jacket, no way in the coat, no way in the suit, no way in denture no at her. No run with no kind of boxer shorts. That is where you get to know the real being. All of us say no need no money book. Say the simple in your face. We can a singlet be a shiny boxer be a shiny one. Oh, be shock. That is where as a boxer you'll be shocked for two reasons. Hey, and if I crack is an one here. And I say, hey, now package one weapon load. So what did I make? Can I say? Sure. So say not you know another entirely until you have lived with them. There are some men when they are outside or she suit neat or the air conditioner or you man, and you're when them and also crack or I don't know. But only the continue fear the say, hey, the boxer can fear I had the man is so busy. Now that you fear I had the man is so busy. Or the name of basa who really them want to go home. But when they are outside, they are on guard. You know, we all look ordinary at home. But you may not get a chance to see how ordinary we are until you stay with us or until you stay with them. Let me give you one secret. Some people get married. Now and I'm worried you are showing me your true colors when I made the ring show you. No, that is not the case. Now in the interview, you are seeing a different lady because you are now staying with her. Satan na mu share party, mu share, mu ko date, mu ko out. Internet be a packaging, be a neat. When you be share outside, na mu do 2 hours. How are you going to see the person's real attitude, real character? You know, when in a cranda, feel bakoda. When in internet, feel bakoda. Always you meet outside. But when you are in the internet, no one so you're say not here. Only to say I'm ukunu kra say not here, but always we shall know when no trimu kama. Was said about the kama, was shot at neat, no one got baby. But what if you know so uncle baby and also on Shannon Pabuano on Shannon Nike no. That's why Shannon Tadi Papanos on the few salons with a different person altogether. Until you about no worry on the Suba Society. No, you are seeing a different being because you are now staying with her. You are seeing a different being because you are now staying with him. Only different one thing. About the vision if you know why makeup. But one of the better nephew the will send enmity and gaza. There are some people who are mad in commercial shower and but or who the face, the real face without makeup rather. You see. Okay, let's move from there. Let's go to the side chick. Some people they have wives, they have husbands, but they still like side chick, all because of moves or more. Let me tell you this. You see your side chick the way you see her because you are not staying with her. Or you don't know if you aren't going. But side chick they be cool. No more effect. No, let me tell you the truth. So when you have chance, any need to nephew for 1 week, one can obey miserable cry, asking how you see your wife to be. So until you stay with somebody, don't say you know the person. They be no offer all because on an internet of you. That's how side chicks they look. So side chick be no person or any different topic altogether. But I have to say, side chick be no person or whatever because when you subang with me jaw everybody nechi. On whatever because you do the same thing to her. And on no pen the packaging sa person or as opposite they be here or look appetizing to you. Let's move from there. And then let's go to pastors. Okay? Your pastor is not always under anointing. Put this in your head. Or pastor no, if you are able, so when your child no pastor to nephew 1 week, you respect your husband 10 times. Most people respect their pastors, they give honor to their pastors, or move the door move from because on the internet your pastor also have his weakness. What anything if you are going to listen to bufu or bobia or kese or no sample, a book running on more house help and that. So if you don't know all these things, once a ukum family she who pastor Marco Tono. If you have to stay with your pastor for 1 week, I want to be so a different person altogether. Or loaded gun, oh fear, or on grammar when you fear, or bulletproof door. Now so no I can't tell yourself and now what in a sticker I could tell what they name say oh die and more by but on no he name only fee or bonny home by camera bulletproof or tio or one cramming a bon home by but we try fasting 2 weeks amount we did the time no news or Odimampa at 12 a.m. Emma on wada. So say not you know another entirely until you have stayed with them. So-called powerful men. A bit more problem according to 2 Kings chapter 5. Until says a small girl on name and etna anka oh no be a small girl to who's and no. We don't understand now or really pussy or pata. So there are some people we see them outside, we respect them, not knowing they almost see a nipa, almost symptom, almost problem, almost a buffo. So for me buffo a very mama. You'll be shocked. But at church, on the pulpit or comporting nicely. That's why I said everybody, when we step into the openings, we are on guard. But when we come home, we put off our guard and then we look ordinary. That is when we get to know the real person. So this is the last episode, or this is the last aphorism on man. Say not you know another entirely until you stay with them. There are so many rich people. They don't live lavishly at home. How you see them outside. If you want to trust to go and the from us, I don't know show off rocks. Oh, what a car. But I want to know. Why then? Show God. What you say? There is a lot to say, but because of our time, we have to end it here. But in all, the aphorism says, say not you know another entirely until you stay with them. Here is where we are going to end the long-term episode we started last 3 weeks. Aphorism on Man. God willing, next week we'll bring you another topic. It won't be a series, it will be one-time series. I'm your host, K-Set. Thank you for watching.